If I could switch positions with someone on my team for a day, it would be one of our care managers. And the reason why is I would have the opportunity to work with our members and our patients and provide good, excellent, quality clinical care for them.
I would switch positions with our Chief Clinical Officer, Sarah Hanchett. I'm not a clinician, and so there's just so much of the business that I understand but don't intimately understand. So with her, I would love to kind of understand like what motivates and inspires our therapists. How do we articulate impact in the clinic? How do we really think about our outcomes in a different way?
One of our new managers, Sam. And I think most importantly, it would really illuminate some gray area in our business that I probably wouldn't be exposed to otherwise.
I'd want to switch with Andy White. Andy is the VP of our Trivia division. Trivia is an AI-driven gamification company. Andy's a former professional baseball player, right? So he loves the game side. He loves bringing learning that allows people to get to new levels of not only learning, but performance at the same time.
It would be our fellows, which are interns, or our first-time employees. For me, that is fascinating because we are building a pipeline of professionals and we have to understand how they're wired, what motivates them, what are those indicators, and create a roadmap for success.
If I could switch positions with someone on my team for a day, I would be a recruiter because I would love to meet the young people that we're hiring. I'd love to hear what they're saying about us, why they applied for a job with us, and what they hope to gain in their career with us.
Our CEO, giving me better insights into the company's well-being and how we utilize the space for our 1,500 employees, the things that he has to deal with on the top, all the way down to the strategic initiatives that I roll out.
A kindergarten teacher, because they get to see the beauty, wonder, innocence, along with growing a little human from not knowing anything to reading within a short period of time. What I would learn from that is to continue to see the world through the lens of a child, which I think is so important.
Our design manager, I definitely learned their expertise of working with vendors, clients on such an in-depth basis while working across 8 different clients at one time.
My favorite motto is, make it happen, be politely persistent. That motto resonated from having goals when I was young and wanted to have success in life, and I knew if I was going to be successful, I needed to make it happen. I needed to be persistent.
Favorite motto is, you don't have to be the smartest, you have to be the most convincing. And for me, most convincing means being able to tell the story behind your idea. If they can't articulate it, get people behind it, get people excited about it, then the idea doesn't exist.
Run towards the fire. If you're doing something and it's not going well, go fix it. Go serve, go put out the fire, go get it done. Don't wait, because if you wait, bad stuff can happen.
Just Keep Swimming by Dory from Finding Nemo. The ability to be tenacious and to keep going in business is critically important, no matter what obstacles are thrown at you. I think that really is the important piece of keeping your business going.
The best way to change the future is to create it, by Abraham Lincoln. The exciting thing about that is we don't know what the future looks like. There are so many possibilities. And so by taking the bull by the horns and creating our own futures, we're going to determine what the future's going to look like. And each of us has an important role to play in that.
Beginning is half done. People too often, they procrastinate, and in the long run, they end up finding out not what they could have been able to accomplish, and they miss out on so many different opportunities.
My favorite motto is set expectation, model behavior, and track outcomes. You can't do anything in a big company like ours without not only setting the expectation with employees, but giving them context as to why you're doing the things that you're doing.
My favorite motto is, there's no shortcut to success. So what is easy is seldom excellent, reminding me you can never be complacent, you always have to be pushing to the next limit. If you're gonna dig a ditch, dig the best ditch that you can. And my grandfather used to say that. The real meaning behind it is, no matter what you're doing, do it with pride, do it with all that you have, and be proud to put your name on something, no matter the task.
My leadership superpower is a self-aware growth mindset. And what I think that's really done is bred a level of really deep trust within our organization as we collectively grow that really fuels our growth forward.
My leadership superpower is my mindset. It helps me understand that every relationship is different, every person is different, and I adapt to fostering those long-term relationships.
Being tenacious is so important, especially in an ever-changing landscape. Being able to stick in and not be overcome or overwhelmed by things that are happening around us is critically important to the continuity of our business.
Communication. The key is leaders have to be articulate in communication. It improves not only job satisfaction, job performance, but it can also improve job retention and allow for a lot of growth and other opportunities.
My leadership superpower is remembering and celebrating the little things. I think it's really important to enhance transparency and to build trust with my teammates, to acknowledge just the simple things in life and to talk about them.
My leadership superpower is that I think I'm bifocal. I can, when needed, get in the weeds and get in the details, because the devil's in the details. But I can also look strategically at the future, see around corners sometimes. I think as an entrepreneur, we have to see things that other people maybe don't see, and we anticipate ways to solve problems.
The ability to spot talent in young people. I want to help them develop their career so that they can have a fulfilling life, pay it forward, and keep the growth cycle going.
My leadership superpower, I would say, is having an abundant mindset and really thinking about how to clear paths and opportunities to make things happen when it may seem like there is no way, but finding it and finding the path and overcoming it.
As a Titan, I will continue to grow by continuing to improve as a person and as a leader. I believe in working with coaches, getting consistent feedback, and making improvements.
I will continue to grow by continuing to learn. It's important to be a lifelong learner because changes are occurring at a more frequent pace and exponentially. There's so much change in the world, there's so much change in healthcare, and if you don't keep up with the changes that are occurring and you're not learning about them, you'll be left behind.
I hope to continue to grow by entering into conversations with my peers and learning about the challenges that they see and that they're faced with, and then working together to come up with solutions.
I'm very excited to learn from other Titans and see what they've done, and I love having the connections and this new network of other successful CEOs and leaders in our community.
I'm very excited to meet people, to get advice, and to mentor, to be mentored as well as mentor others. Having the ability to speak to other professionals and get great advice and talk to people that I think are smarter than I am.
As a Titan, I continue to grow by continually challenge myself, and that looks like getting out of my comfort zone, surrounding myself with brilliant people, continually learning. But for me, it's really challenging the status quo and asking myself, how can I do things differently to solve problems and to go where no one has gone before?